The second component of physical resources is 14.3, fixed assets. The first one, 14.3.1, maintain master list of assets. There are two tabs. The first one is maintain fixed asset items, and then the second one is create venue assets list for stock count. Under maintain fixed asset items, you can select either by the name, you can first letter the name, or you can filter between a specific code that you've given it and then clicking OK, or you can show all master items. For example, I've added two. One is called car and the other one's called computer. If you wish to update the description, you click on the item first, then you click on update description, and you can edit the description, then saving. It already exists, I haven't changed it, so it gave me that error. If you wish to add a new item, click on add new item to master list. Then you can give it a description. You can give it an item code, the cost, then save details to master list. Your information has been saved. If you wish to remove an item, click on it and then click on remove item from master list. There's also a search option here where you can search for more specific things once your list is grown. Let's move on to create venue asset list. There are different venue types on the left hand side, one being classroom, computer room, general room, all the way down to workshop. If you wish to add a specific item to a venue, you first need to select the item on the top here. Then you need to select where it is. So for example, in the laboratory we have a fast computer there, and then we say accept item for venue. And now the fast computer item code 3 is in the laboratory. Once you finish, click on save. Next is maintain venue list, what we saw briefly earlier. You can select items to view by the first letter of the name or by the different categories. As of now, I am looking at all of them, and there are two in the office area and then principal's office. You can add different ones. For example, you add new venue, you can add a new description. Where does it fall under? Is it a classroom or a specialist classroom, a store area, utility area, the room number, and then you click on save. If you wish to remove a room, you can say remove venue here. And there's an advanced search option over here. Type in what you need to look for and then click on go. Click on done when you're finished. The next one is 14.3.3. Issue and maintain fixed assets. If you wish to add stock to venues, you first need to select a venue to maintain the stock quantities. For example, the general office. Add the venue to the list. If you need to create a new one, then after you finish, click on done, and then once again select your new one. Then you need to add the asset to the venue. So we select an asset from the list, the register that we already have, say sport equipment. Then the date of purchase, the stock code, remember that your fixed asset has to line up with what you're saying here, but for this example I'm going to change that. Remember, the stock code is the one that you created before, so if I were to put 3 in, the fast computer would come up. If I were to put 2, then just the normal computer will come up. Then you need to choose how much, so I'm going to say 10 of these were purchased, and then add, and there it is in the list. If you have 15 lines and you want to remove number 14, click over here and then say number 14, and then you can remove that specific line. If you wish to print the grid, you can click over here. Once you're finished, you need to save to venue, and then there we go. So under the general office, under the register of office furniture, we have 10 computers. If you want to write off stock items, you first need to select the venue, then you need to select the item itself. Here it will give you all the details. You can choose the number of items that have been discarded, the reason why they were written off, the date, and it will calculate the total amount that has been written off, and then you say write off stock. If you want to move items between venues, you can select, for example, the general office. We want to move these computers, we want to move them to the principal's office, and we can select that we want, say, 5 and remove. So now we have 5 items in the principal's office, 5 in the general office. Then you click save. The last tab is for items movement history. You can select, for example, a computer, and we can see that on such and such a date the code 2 computer 5 were moved from the general office to the principal's office. You can also print this. Click on done when you're finished. The next one is 14.3.4 inventory list. Basically gives you a list of all your assets over here. You can either export it to Excel or print it, and click on done when you're finished. 14.3.5 total fixed asset list. It will give you a list, a quantity, its amount, anything that has been written off, the final quantity remaining, and then the final value. Also can be exported and printed. 14.3.6 detailed fixed assets. You can order them alphabetically or by item code, and there's a few options here that you can choose. Then click on print. 14.3.7, you can choose a summary of fixed assets. It will give you the whole form, its value, and how many parts there are. This can be signed by the principal and the chairman of the SGB. Second last one, 14.3.8, print fixed asset stock registers. You can say print all, or specifically per register that has been created. You can say print or done. 14.3.9, print fixed asset stock write-offs. So this is specifically for the write-offs. You can filter per date, per stock item, or specifically per register. You can also filter by a specific date. If it is per stock item, you can filter between certain codes that you are specifically looking for, and then click on print. If we click on this over here, we're back under the physical resources menu.